OpenAI recently released Workspace Agents inside of ChatGPT. Now, this is something that I'm actually super excited about, and I'm probably going to upgrade my personal account to a Teams account because it seems that the Teams account is actually a better deal than the Pro account. For the Pro account, it's $100, $200, but you don't get Workspace Agents. This is reserved for business accounts, but one thing I will note as well with business accounts that I've learned from a lot of you is that you are not able to export your data. They don't train on your data. So those conversations are going to be lost. And so if I do upgrade to the Teams account, which I most likely will, I'm probably going to focus on creating artifacts, and then I can save those artifacts, and that's my data. So what I'm going to do, one of the very first things I want to do is I want to actually test its ability to create an agent. And let's click on create an agent. We're in the agent studio. They want us to describe what it should do, but I'm not going to take their approach. I'm going to stress test the system to see how good it actually is. And so what we're going to do is we're going to upload our kit builder mats, and we're going to see if they can take this plugin that I created for Claude and recreate it so that it's an agent that actually builds agents, which is essentially what it is. And now we're going to wait and we're going to see if ChatGPT is able to handle this. And so here's the plan. This agent will help you design and adapt ChatGPT agents starting from existing setups like your uploaded builder system. It can turn agent ideas into clear instructions, tools, files, and reusable setup patterns. Channels, respond to messages, capabilities, design agent setups, write agent instructions, adapt existing builder systems. Start building. Agent builder mats. And so they gave me an icon. I like it. The channels, ChatGPT, and then there's the apps, the skills, files, and memory. OpenAI really has thought about everything, especially with this memory icon. It's building right now, but I should be safe to click on this. Persistent folders where the agent saves notes, drafts, and output so it can continue work over time. This is perfect. Like, this is what I was using with my VPS when I was using my virtual private server with JSON lines and everything. They really thought about it. You don't have to use a wiki. You don't have to use Obsidian. I don't even know if you're a business owner, if using Obsidian is something you want to do. I don't know what their privacy policy is or if they have an enterprise plan. But to understand that my agents have memory, this is huge. I don't see anybody talking about this in any other videos, but I'm definitely happy that I signed up for this because right now, when you use a plugin or a skill inside of Claude, Claude has a general memory, but OpenAI has given memory to their specific agents. So now when I bring in my different plugins from over there and I use GitHub and storing memories on my system. I have a memory system that works on my machine that works for Claude. So it's not a major problem, but for them to have this built into the platform, for those who just want a clean experience, this is something you're definitely going to want to look at. And it's probably going to be the tipping point for a lot of people. But when I use a plugin over there is no built-in memory for the agent. And so for instance, with my business intelligence agent or my business intelligence engine, I have to create a state manager and create a state file that's saved in GitHub, but I can create apparently different types of memory. So this is probably going to be a test if these icons are indicative of the different types of files, which I think they are because you can save notes, drafts, outputs, etc. Right? So we're going to have text files, PDFs, tables, CSV, and notes. So I'm super excited to dig into this new ChatGPT that they've released for business accounts. And so we ran into a little snag trying to build it, but it says I can't adapt that zip as a builder plugin because it isn't packaged as a supported agent plugin archive. It needs to contain exactly one plugin manifest at either agent plugin, plugin.json, or Codex plugin, plugin.json. So hear me out. This is exactly what I was telling you before. If you look at the Claude plugins, they are exactly the same. Every last one of these agents is the architecture of a markdown file. It's library and logic, it's tools and instructions. And so one problem that the agent builder ran into that OpenAI definitely wants to fix is that it should have been able to just unpack the zip, disregard the fact that the file wasn't there, and rebuild it from scratch, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm going to do this a different way because now it's saying I can upload the actual plugin package or tell me to build the agent from scratch based on what this system is supposed to do. I don't want it to build it from scratch because I put a lot of work into the logic. So for my own personal reference and for you as well, you want to be explicit with Codex and tell it to maintain the skills as they are. And you're going to have to simply upload those skills. And then you'll have to create a final orchestration skill that brings those together. So for instance, I'm going to tell Codex, I believe there were 8 or 9 individual skills inside of Kit Builder Mass. What I would like you to do is to package each of those skills for ChatGPT exactly as they are written. The only thing you are to change is the folder structure and other architecturally and system design methods so that they work with OpenAI, but do not change the actual instructions, templates, or other documentation within the skills. And deliver me however many skills were contained in Kit Builder Max as separate skills I can individually upload to ChatGPT. So after Codex rewrites all of the skills, all I have to do is upload those skills here. And then for the instructions, I'm not sure how many characters they give us, but this is where I will have the instructions for how to manage the several different skills in order. All right, and so now we have all of our skills created. I'm going to remove this skill, and then I'm going to add this. Upload a skill. We've rewritten our coordinator or our orchestration layer so that it's ready for our current app here. Now, let's update this because we did remove one skill and we uploaded 10 more. And so if you want to update the instructions, these are the rules and guidance that tell your agent what it should do, how it should behave, and how to handle requests. It seems as though you can just come down here and delete all of that and paste in your own instructions and then click update. Let's see if it saves because they have been notorious for character limits. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I want to build a productivity agent that helps me become the best version of myself. And my problem is I have too much going on a daily basis and I need to manage my time better. So what it should do is it should immediately start with problem decomposition. And from there, it should create a facet map and all of that. So I want to see if it takes that first step and starts breaking the problem down and then creates the artifact and goes through the process. And then I'll know that the new ChatGPT agent builder is probably worth the business account I just signed up for, because if you can't do that, if you can't follow instructions and at least operate, across several skills and get the job done, then I'll be canceling after this month. Oh no, it is reading the files, the Workspace Agent translation, artifact bundle, test and release tool. It's searching the skill files, produce the phase 1 problem map, pause for your approval at gate OG1. This is perfect. It's going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. So am I happy with the new ChatGPT agents? Absolutely, because I have a lot of faith that it's going to do what it's supposed to do. I'm going to cut the video because it's already gone longer than I expected it to. And I'm even more happy about this because of the fact that they have memory. Now, as I build different agents and I learn about the different hiccups and problems that come along with each agent I build, my agent builder is going to become smarter at building agents. There's a compounding effect because they gave us memory with the agents that you just don't get with other platforms. And so here's our phase 1 problem map. I see the intent and the state. So now I know that I have everything I need to actually work with ChatGPT agent, because if it can build my Agent Builder Pro, which is my Kit Builder Max, then I know that it can do anything else. So let me know if you are going to be upgrading your Plus account to a Teams account like I did. I think it's worth it personally because of the memory and the agents by itself. And they have just captured a lot more of my time because I'm going to be over here and not nearly as much in Claude rebuilding my agents because of the memory. This is a huge leverage that you get with memory. But let me know if you're going to be upgrading. If you got value out of the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the video, and I'll be sure to let you know how it's going with these new agents.